Here we go, episode 47 uploaded, coming at you as we get closer to another outstanding weekend of awesome Kentucky Derby and Oaks Preps. It's the final big weekend, right? They're calling it Super Saturday with all the big races coming up, so we got to get ready to maximize our opportunities. All right, here's what we got going on here this week. It's some changes are being made, and it starts with a really important race on the West Coast. All right, it's the $500,000 Santa Anita Derby that's coming up on Saturday at Santa Anita. But here's the thing with this. It's a short field, and so what they've done with the short field is they have reduced the points, right? Instead of 100 points going to the winner, it is 75 points going to the winner. A field of 5, kind of the usual suspects that we've seen before. We know obviously Bob Baffert sends out 2 runners, Citizen Bull and Barnes. Then you've got Beza there for Mr. Sheriffs. I don't know what Westwood's going to do. And then there's Journalism. He is the obvious horse to fear, but he needs a setup, and I don't know if he'll get the proper setup. And here's what I mean. Obviously, you're thinking, Ken, what? Barnes and Citizen Bull are so fast, they're both going to go. That sets it up for Journalism. Yes, I do understand that. However, I don't agree. And here's what I mean by that. Barnes is fast, but he's not professional. And I really believe that not only is Citizen Bull fast, I believe he's professional. I believe that if Barnes gets the lead, Citizen Bull has zero problem sitting just off of Barnes and letting him do whatever he wants, and then getting the jump on Beza and, of course, Journalism. Beza will be a horse that'll be sitting just off whoever gets the lead. So he'll be sitting right with Citizen Bull if my plan comes to fruition. But I just don't think that Journalism will have enough time and enough of a setup. And I think Citizen Bull gets the jump on him and just barely holds him off. Journalism's going to make his move, but he's just not going to get there. So then Citizen Bull gets those 75 points. So now it's reduced. Citizen Bull's got no problem getting into the gate. Journalism probably needs a little bit of help. Maybe, maybe not. But they just want to look good in this race. And I think it's really, really valuable. Let me hit you. If Barnes gets the lead, which he should, and Citizen Bull can sit off of him, make that move, and beat Journalism to the punch and win the race, he automatically, in my mind, becomes the top contender for the Kentucky Derby. He hasn't quite shown that versatility that I need, the ability to sit just off. He's shown that he's super tough as nails on the front end. But I just think he really would benefit from being able to sit off of a tussle in front of him. He'll get that test coming up here on Saturday. So that's one of the races that we're going to be looking at. And I think it's important because while you probably don't want to bet that race individually because there's field of 5 and you won't get any value whatsoever, you do want to handicap the race and you want to make sure that you just pick one horse in that race. Because that race is right smack dab in the middle of the late pick 5, and the late pick 5 is a great sequence. Every player has something that keys them that they love, right? That says, oh, this is, for me, a late pick 5 on Santa Anita is fantastic. Giving me a race in the middle where I'm forced to single. I have to single in that race. And the beauty of that is there's plenty of action surrounding that, right? So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that'll be your pick 5 sequence. 8's got horses. 9's got horses. Race 10, and then races 11 and 12, good size fields. And the one thing that really keys me up, and I'll get into detail later on this week, is I have my money rider. So everywhere you go, you should have a rider that kind of flies under the radar, but not quite, right? Like they fly under the radar in terms of getting value for their mounts, but they also don't ride crappy horses. They ride good horses. You know what I'm saying? So I talk about how I love Fernando de la Cruz at Turfway Park and Horseshoe, Indianapolis. Like Fernando de la Cruz is fantastic and he's great value. And he'll ride the favorite too. But on the West Coast, my dude is Giovanni Franco. That motherfucker is awesome. Awesome. I don't understand why he doesn't get more mounts. I was so mad when, who's the horse that they, Senior, is it Buscador, I do believe, I gotta remember the name now, but he was a closer that Giovanni Franco was riding, and then they sent that horse to Dubai or somewhere like that, and Junior Alvarado ends up getting the mountain. I was like, nah, man. Anyway, that's just politics of horse racing and agents and jockeys and dumb shit like that. But anyway, Giovanni Franco has live mounts in that pick 5 sequence. Races 8, 9, he doesn't ride 10, and then race 11, he's off race 12. Man, and I love the horses he's riding, so I'm excited about. You have to be excited about something. I'm excited about that. Okay, let's move on. Okay, because the other race that we're talking about has to do with the fillies, right? So you have 3-year-old fillies going in the $200,000 Santa Anita Oaks. So that's earlier in the card. That's going to be race number 4, and it doesn't really get in the way of the late sequence, but you're probably going to need it for the early sequence if you're playing an early pick 4 or an early pick 5. Now here, we get 6 runners. So the 100 point for the winner stands, right? So this is interesting because you do have horses that I think might bring a little bit of speed to the proceedings. Tenma is a Bob Baffert runner that's got a little bit of speed. Silent Law, same situation, got a little to bring. You know, Madam Secretary also might want to get involved early on. The question is she good enough, right? Because we know that a filly like Tenma, right, has already multiple graded stakes, has got a lot of class to offer. She's going to be wicked hard to beat. But, you know, with the presence of Silent Law, that's the sprinter stretching out. You know that she's going to go. You know that Tenma has to stay close. She can close, but she wants to stay close. And then you have No Bad Beats for Doug O'Neill. They have to go. Like, she has to be forwardly placed in order to even matter. And then Madam Secretary has also shown good speed. She's not nearly as fast as maybe Silent Law, but look at that. Silent Law's got speed. No Bad Beats has speed. Madame Secretary has speed. I mean, No Bad Beats probably won't be out there, but maybe. And then you've got Tenma, who's got that class. But I'm going to go to the inside because I think that Look Forward has the perfect running style. I think she has some class, and I'm going to throw out the last race. You can go back and watch the Honeybee. It's a grade 3 Honeybee at Oaklawn Park back on February 23rd. Sure, she runs 7th and she's beaten by 12, but she had a horrible break. And if you go back and watch that race, none of the closers did anything. The 4 horses that broke on top stayed there the entire way around. Look Forward finally got clear and made a nice run. So I feel like now, if Mario Gutierrez can get back on it, get out of the gate in good order, I think Look Forward's going to be in a great spot. Is she classy enough to beat Tenma? I don't know. Tenma's classy, but the situation here I think will set up for Look Forward, and I think she does get there and gets there right in the nick of time. So I think that's what we're going to try and do, and we should get value there. With those 2 Bob Baffert runners, they take all the action, right? And even someone might get cute and take the Richard Mandela horse to the outside. But I just think that Look Forward could be in a great spot and also provides value. That's what I was looking for. I want a filly that is on the improve and I can get some value. And I just throw that race out from last time out and she's right there in the mix. So that's what we're going to do in that race. Then we want to make sure that we do this. This weekend, the cards are going to be great, right? You obviously know you have opening day of Keeneland coming up on, I do believe, Friday, so that's going to be fantastic. But you don't want to blow everything there. You want to save something because Santa Anita on Saturday is going to be spectacular, that late sequence. And then you've got a great sequence right around the Wood Memorial at Aqueduct. So it's a great pick 5 sequence there. So there's a lot to dig into this weekend and so many opportunities, chances for us to continue to build up that bankroll, right? Enhance our confidence, feel so much better about the not only the Derby and the Oaks picture, but how we play that entire day. You pick 5s on those days and pick 4s, you can really make something special happen if you're in the right spot. So that's what we're trying to do, get to that particular point where we're feeling pretty good. All right, that's going to do it for this episode, number 47 on horse race bets. In the meantime, in between time, and until next time, I'm Kenny Rudulph, and we'll see you. Hey, good luck and enjoy whatever you're into. Have a fantastic week, and we'll do it again coming up tomorrow.